Ndasvika bulawayo zvimoko zvandibhiga zvichinditi skipani bafethu igama lami tanatamarimira and ukona la namhlanje because isikhathi senjuzu story time. Okay, before singena injuzu story time namhlanje, I just want to give you guys a big thank you ngiyabonga ndinotenda for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, aiwa ichiripo nguva yekusubscribe. Tanatamarimira pa YouTube just like this over subscriber. If you feel like aindanatsa zvombobuda pa TikTok nchinzwa nyedza kunobva nambodai so manye zvezvi pabhayo pangu over unoclicka link karipo over ngoti ta over subscriber. Easy peasy without wasting much of our iskati, data and attention span. Let's get into it. It's Juicy Story Time. By now, you should have realized Njuzu Storytime Media Nasi is proudly brought from Matabeleland. So I just want to say skipani, I'll say skipani boti. I just want to thank you guys for watching these things and being one with the gang. And it is so Media Nasi irikuvaku blawaye. Okay, so let's do this. Munwedu Nasi, we are going to call her Nkazana. Nkazana entle. We are going to call her Nkazana. Alright, so Nkazana story yakamira yakadai so Nkazana akazvarwa mai vake vari second year University of Zimbabwe. She was obviously around 20 years old pavakazvara mwana and pavakazvara Nkazana vakangogara naye for 2 weeks and then after 2 weeks ndobva vamuendesa kumba kwamai vavo kubulawayo kuti mwana anokurira ikoko so that she can continue pursuing her studies. So akakura namama vake nagogo vake from her mom's side kubulawayo koko ndovaigara navo and she grew up achitofunga kuti mai vake ndisisi vake until Ray Williams and his scuba, please. Until Akazosvika grade 1, that's when she realized, Sisi is actually who is actually mama because akazinga kugara navo. Pakatanga kugara na mama wake got married to another man, baba wake, of course. She got married and she had other kids. She says her stepfather was horrible. But listen, we don't have to deep dive into the step parent because he's not even relevant to this story. Let's get into it. Anoti her mom and grandma aigara ane friction now. The reason yaita friction na grandma vake na mai vake yangerenye kuti aigara achivhunza nyaya baba vake vaigara vakampindura rafu hey unopengerewe hey uyahlanya wena sisi hey chichichi kulumabhedo wena hey chichichi. You understand, you get the drill, you get the gist. Yeah, so the drill. Anyway, it got to a point yekuti mwanasikana baba wake vakazofa, the stepdad vakazofa. Then it got to a point yekuti mwana akazinge akuita zviroto zvinowanikwa mubook revelation. Munoziya revelation rera munochikarira in Bible. I'm going to tell you Nkazana's dreams. So Nkazana aiti iye aimborota a giant man with the head of a beast. Kuhope omborota ma giant lizards zigiant. Apo people pivatete vakobu vagiant. Hi, you know that song. So I wrote him as a giant lizard. I wrote a man with the head of a beast. The most interesting dream yakaita akamborota nyoka inge nemusoro 5, a 5-headed snake. And what happened was nyoka yanga yakaita kumusunga kumconsecrate, whatever you call it, yanga yakamdaro abva azvisunungura abva atanga kuruma musoro yenyoka yeye achipedza kuruma obva svipa obva tikirira soti tika that type of vibe. So ndosaka dati madreams aya yakayabudumawada kubook of Revelation. But anyway, ndoangari madreams ane Nkazana. I'm just trying to make light of the situation because I don't want to talk about those dreams like that. My dreams are nochikisa murupabata. Now let's fast forward. Nkazana atikurei, she says at this point she was in Form 3, so that's about 15 years. Kana Form 3 tichishandisa the registered in Zimbabwe, about 15 years old. And 15 years, Nkazana. Yini mara Nkazana. Yini ngati ufuni commit suicide wena. And 15 years she tried to herself. Murupabata akatry kukika bucket commit suicide. That type of thing. She says the reason for this tani was angane friction nambuya vake na mai vake. And remember, this is the only side of the family she has. Haana baba, another other side of the family. So it took a toll on her health. Kuti, I'm always having friction with these people. I'm stressed and what. And then she took something to try to herself. And anyway, let's thank God it wasn't successful. Counseling, but the friction still remained. She didn't get the type of comfort you would need after encountering something like that murupabata. So the friction remained between her and the mom. The tension was just so bad. Anyway, Nkazana angari mwana anogona chikoro zvisingaite abva apedza high school yake. She got a scholarship yekunodzidza ku-school of mines. I think ati yakunzi school of mines kudhuze nekunast somewhere there. Abva wana scholarship yake and abva apedza chikoro. Akapedza chikoro with flying colors, you understand. Akapedza chikoro chake with flying colors. But now apedza chikoro mwana akatanga kuapply chi basa, of course, but she couldn't get a job. Msebenzi aiko, aitoshaya. Okay, when I say aishaya basa ndikutonyepa, I'm sorry guys, aitoshaya interview. Imagine neogona kwaita mwana aishaya interview. This is the earliest of 2000s pazvaiitika murupabata. So avaona kuti, you know what, this is not making sense. Ndakagona chikoro, I am applying and stombona interview chaicho. She couldn't even land an interview, and it took a toll on her health. Again, mental health yakakosha. Ava nenyaya yekuti kwakusina mabasa. Murikuona zvinoitika ukashayika mabasa, vanhu vanozotsvaga ma-extracurricular activities. Well, Nkazana nenyaya yekuti ari kushaya basa, and what she ended up getting bele. Brenda's got her a baby. Muzoterra Brenda's got a baby at Tupac. It's quite, yeah. Anyway, she ended up getting bele. Johnny, give me bele. Johnny, do me honey. That type of thing. Guys, I'm trying to make light of the situation because nyaya nekakutosirivisa zvekutodaro. Anyway, mwana abvazopedzisira aita chi pamuviri abvazoita pamuviri. Aita pamuviri kudaro, she was 22 years old. Ndobva aona kuti, you know what, situation in Zimbabwe, it's not making sense, and now I'm a mom, I'm a single mom. I gotta do something for me. I gotta do something for my child. But she wasn't that worried. Let me tell you something. Mbuya vake was rich. Vanomba komai vake vanga vari rich. Musikana. Mbuya vake was a strict SDA, Masavada, vangari deaconess ku SDA. So she wasn't that worried, but you know, for your own sake, especially in attention, you just want to get your own money, you want to get your own bag. But let me do this, let me go to diaspora. So she left Zimbabwe in 2000. Avasiya mama vane mwana wake, akasiya mama wake nemwana, so that she can go and look for greener pastures, ozogotora mwana and whatnot. Anyway, she goes to the UK, abawana green pastures ayaya, and she started nursing. Yake vapedza, but tanga futhi apply. She couldn't land a job at all in nursing. It took her to the state yekuti she had to start working kuma nursing homes as a carer. Ndorega basa raitokwanisa kuita because chakaendera chikoro degree rake arisi kutoshanda, and it was not making sense to her until this other time asangana nefriend yake akamti, listen, I need to give you number yemunhu because what's happening with you, my sister? Hazvisi zvega manizvi, hazvisi zvega. Ndopai panozonzi verudzi voice aripo, but if I could sing, you guys maybe I'm busy. Ndobva audzwa nefriend yake kuti tora number dzaamai ava kandibatsira mubatsiri, akambatsira. But this lady was based in Igoli, Josie Rangodli, you know. So this lady was based in Joburg. Atara nepa phone. This lady aimuti mixa mvura mukaka chichimpa mteuro wekuita. She would pray for her over the phone. She would pray over the mvura yarufanira kugeza nayo iyoyo before she takes a bath. Abatanga kugeza nemteuro, and you know, before she knew it, akutotanga kutsvaga mabasa, akutowana mabasa, things are starting to look up. And this lady tells her, listen, iwewe pane zvakaitika pauri, vanhu vekumba kwamai vako vanokushandisa. It happens kuti kumba kwanambuya vake ikokoko kwakambouraiwa munhu, and aneka kuberekeswa chituna kwaakaita mweya wemunhu yeye. So ndozvinhu zvaita kuti asabudirire. Vanga vakaita mhiko yekuti mwana arorwe, mwana awane basa, mwana aite mwana angobudirire in general. So she was like, I'm vowing to never ever go back to Zimbabwe with this type of state. You understand? Anyway, she was like, I'm going to take my child. She started staying with the child. So, fast forward years later, pakatena 30 years, for some reason, from nowhere, mama wake wakangomupa namba ya baba wake, nesta ra baba wake vamuti, call your dada, you know, call your dada. without any explanation, and angatone nguva asisatovanetsere nyaya idzodzo and whatnot. So the mom was like, listen girl, this is your father's number, fonili utata wako and mcheli whatever you want to chela him, you understand? And then she was like, okay, thank you, next. But she still didn't go to Zimbabwe. Anyway, she connected with her dad, ndobva watanga kutaura nani nababa vake. Nkazana connected with her dad and, you know, her estranged dad, and ndobva watanga kuirana. Saka anoti time yakaconnecta nadad vake, she was dating a Shona guy. Oh, I love a Shona man. Oh, damn, I love a Shona man. Anyway, she was dating a Shona guy at that time, and she says nguva yaida nemukomana uyu hanzi this guy agara achiti iwewo uneshaviriri paurire mari, but the thing is this spirit yako yemari aindifarire, but we unoita beg. At that time she's like, well, we are just joking, this guy is always saying the same thing, baby yoga une zvinhu zvemari zviri pauri but hazvindifarire, that type of thing. Anyway, now she looks back, she's like, pandakatanga kuda nemukomana uyu, you know, he was just working mabasa ekunana UK, that type of thing. But 6 months into their relationship, this guy just blew up. Munoziva inonzi blow up. This guy just blew up. Akutenga mota, atosiya basa raari kuita ku-UK. He's starting up businesses in Zimbabwe. Zvinhu zvake zviri kuflow. Achitogara achitomudza kuti iwo unondipa mari, there's something about you, that type of thing. Anyway, this girl, she didn't know. Okay, sorry. Rewind. Iwo unondipa mari iwewe, there's something about you chine mari. Anda kudziva this guy ablowa chichichi zvinhu zvake zviri kufire zviri kumake sense. Meanwhile, while this guy zvinhu zviri kuitika kwaari, these good things are happening to him. On the other side, Nkazana ari kuenda kumwedzi, but when she goes kumwedzi, she's now going for longer days and she's bleeding way too much. It's just bad on her side, hazvisi kumake sense. And it just so happened kuti mufesi akamudza kuti relax, I got you, I'm your blesser. Anga kubhadhara groceries, my rent, everything was being paid by this guy. I'm sure he was also taking care of her kid. Well, what do you know? The next thing, this lady realizes, Nkazana realizes kuti mufesi akamboyenda kuZimbabwe at some point. Pane paakaenda kuzim. Aenda kuzim, akafambira nyaya dzemusikana. So this guy zvinhu zvaitaura, it wasn't a joke. Munhu anga akambofamba pangaro Zimbabwe abvaudza kuti this lady, there's something about her chinowinza mari, but this thing doesn't like you. So what we are going to do is uchapota uchimubikira. Saka aipota achibikira baby, achiita zvese pamba, achimubhadharira zvese, and at the same time achibika, he was putting my love potion muchikafu chemusikana. Muripabata. He was putting my love potion so that anoramba so that he can keep money. You understand? Munoziva pakanzi namafikizolo, things that people do for money. Things that people do for money. Yeah, that type of thing. So anyway, this guy anga aimisira ma portion what. And did vake vakazoshaya. Nkazana did vake vakazoshaya. And she says her dad passed on, if it's not 18 June 2019, definitely around there. Pavakashaya. But anoti baba wake pavakashaya, akatanga kusema this Shona guy. And ari kuhope ndo paakazoratidzwa. Zvinhu zvandataura kuti zvakaoneswa akazviratidzwa kuhope. Kuti mukomana uyu akakufambira nyaya dzako. Anyway, dad wake pavakafa anga kutanga kusema mukomana asati mubata or anything. And you know, this guy aramba achishingira because he knew kuti ndo pandiri kuwana mari. So this guy was literally siphoning her riches. You get, achishandisa mushonga. He was siphoning destiny yemskana because they cannot steal what you have, but they can do something about it. They can work around it. So the best way to work around it, kuti mskana avarike wo uchitomushandisa zvinhu zvichita sezvichifaya. Remember nabakudziva kuti gogo vemusikana vaNkazana vanga vakambouraya munhu kudhara and mwana anga akaberekeswa mweya wemunhu akafa. That's how they were also siphoning money from her riches. Mind you, ndakudziva kuti gogo akanga nechi bag. And I want you to remember gogo avaenda kupi kuchechi vanga vari deaconess kuzavada ku-SDA. Kune anoti ndosaka nchita zvechechi hazvina ma-effects. Pindai muchechi mune discernment, because these are the people vamuri kuita chechi navo, vamuri kuvakidzana navo muchechi. Akandiudza kuti mbuya vake vairoya zvekuti vaitoenda kumagraveyards kunodya vanhu umuntu kumudya kudai. Imagine, chop person, vaichopa vanhu gogo. Vachitoita zvemajuti nevanhu vavo, chiseko chavo vachiita zvemajuti zvekudya vanhu and whatnot. So yeah, akazviratidzwa kuhope kuti ndo zviri kuitika nemufesi wako uyu. Ari kuhope ikoko, her dad started introducing her to her relatives. And he started telling her history kuti you know what, great forefathers vakabva kuPortugal. He came from Portugal, he landed in Mozambique, he started doing trading ikoko, fell in love and whatever, but originally we are from Mozambique. That was the point. You're not from Zimbabwe. Achitointroduce nana great grandfather nanani achivaratidzwa kuhope. But the thing is, paitaura with one of the wisest forefathers, vaigara vane mukadzi anenge ari mumashure kwavo. This lady would never speak, but hanzi taitaura zvezveti, you can tell we are connecting, our minds are connecting, but she's always behind this man's back. Murgona vaigara vakawanda kumusana kwemurume uyu. So it took quite some time for her to understand kuti ndiani ari kumashure kwani, ari kumashure kwasekuru vake vaanenge achitaura nawo. So ari kuhope ndozvinhu zvairatidzwa, and she had to ask tete, hanzvadzi yababa wake, ovafonera, tete, are we from Mozambique? Chichindobva vatomti we are from there. So she realized that my dad is telling me things he was supposed to tell me, but through my dreams. Zvese zvaidzwa nadede aitokonfirma otoudzwa chichichi, and it just so happened kuti akazoziva kuti this lady ndiani. This lady hanzi pane musi waakazobouya mukitchen mangu kuhope, akauya mukitchen mangu, she was like, take this my ingredients, akamupa, shandisa ichi, I want to teach you how to use water, I want to teach you how to use water, how to use fire, how to use ndoyatinenge chiti earth, senda ndito anita zvema avatar kusho ha yeah, izvozvo zvana earth, fire, wind, whatever. This lady was teaching her how to use that. So it got to a point yekutanga kudzidziswa kuzvichenura pachake, kuzvichenesa kune vanenge vasingazivi kuti ndikudza kuti chikuzvichenesa, achipiwa ingredients ekunzi ashandise. She was using those remedies the way she's supposed to use them. They were nurturing her nekuhope koko. Then it got to a point yekuti akazoziva kuti this lady is Mami Wata, and you can call her Mami Wata or Yemaya. I hope ndizvo Nkazana and Yemaya, that was the word she used. But anyway, in Shona we say yenjuzu story time. Yenjuzu. So anzi yenjuzu yaizviratidza mune zvakasiyana. And remember at that time paangari mashure kwasekuru vake, this lady angari mbuya, and at some point she became like a queen, angane bodyguards, queen mother, yenjuzu queen type vibe, So she would shape shift. Sometimes she would appear as a snake. Sometimes she would appear as a 5-headed snake. Sometimes she would appear as a dragon. She would appear as anything. So the thing is, hanzi zvinhu zvemumvura hazviuye ne-one face. They shape shift. That's why vanhu vanotaura nyaya dzekuti ndakaona njesu vachitaura zvakasiyana-siyana, because you're in different forms. So anyway, that was the thing. Yanga iri njuzu. That's when she realized, there is a mermaid as well within my ancestors. And vake vakatomudza kuti there is a mermaid that protects us. It's giving Kings of Joburg type of vibe, Anyway, ndozvakaudzwa natete. Then it got to a point yekuti anyatsochena. Remember, she broke up with this man, the Zimbabwean guy. I broke up with this Zim guy. She stayed for a long time on the drought without a man, without anything or whatever, because unofanira kunge wakachena uchita zvinhu izvozvo. So she was clean, fresh and clean. She was fresh and clean. Anyway, pavakazogutsikana kuti no, mwana wedu achena, they told her, remember she's in the UK, they told her kuti we need you to come to this particular sea. Not that kuti tichange tiriko kusea ikoko, but it's a portal. Ataura kuti it's a portal. So they would tell me shikangwa dzakati, and I would go to that sea, and things would happen. So it was a portal. Sea kwaiendeswa kwa ocean, sea, whatever you guys want to call it. Aiendeswa kumaportals iwayo kuti asangane neverudzi rwake and the mermaids as well. So she says that man aigona stereki zvekurapa, hanzi he was wise, zvaanodzwa naded vake, hanzi this man was very wise, so aigona futi zvekurapa, and this mermaid yaimubatsira kubatsira vanhu. But the thing is, anobatsira vanhu in a way yekuti she's not supposed to be healing people nje kuti iwo zvako ndezvekurapa. She doesn't do that. Anoti it tells me to help a particular person, especially vane nyaya dzemami wata idzodzo, you understand. So anobatsira vanhu vaanenge audzwa kuti abatsire. She helps with the fertility issues, because hanzi that particular njuzu yaitomudza kuti people come to me for fertility issues, women that want to have kids, so inotomudza kuti take this and this, ubatsire munhu akati, and that's it. But she doesn't help zvekutoti ndinobatsira vanhu, atone basa rake. She's she's settled, munhu atori boys. You can tell munhu mukuru watiri kutaura nezvake, because if she was 22 in 2000, muri kuona kuti munhu mukuru watiri kutaura kuzviitira nezvake. So she's never been a healer like full time, munhu anotoita mabasa ake and whatnot. So anyway, that's how it is. Inomufemera kuti batsira muna katakati. And the thing is, she was at some point she consulted with a certain person, achimubvunza kuti the thing is my face changes. Saka akaudzwa kuti the thing is your grandma, she's the one who leads you, your ancestral spirit, she's the one who leads you, and rinremvura azviite one face. That's why you shape shift as well. Face yake inochinja. Like I've heard vanhu vanodaro vanoti face yawo inochinja chichi. So now I'm like, ooh, I'm scared. I hope yanga ichinje, guys. Is it changing? I know you're falling in love with me. Am I changing? Nkazana in her dreams, amapopo ake imomo aipota achiratidzwa machira ekunzi machira akati, and she would tell her aunt kuti kune machira chichi, and her aunt was like, no, it's don't worry, you're not weird, we are all like that, we all have machira edu tinoroteswa, it's just that iwewe mudzimu wazonyatsosvikira pauri iwewe chimbone, so don't think it's anything weird, sweetheart, I understand your situation. And she started buying machira anenge achidiwa, and she was told kuti pota uchitenga impepo ne-incense, hanzi incense ndo inonyatsodiwa chi nema ancestors, so they teach her how to use her gift. Nambo kudzaita anenge achidzidziswa kushandisa mvura, mavhu, chichichi, that type of thing. So handa kudza kuti kunoitika shape shifting ku that particular mermaid. So it shape shifts, nandatara nyekuti inoita snake, inoita dragon, hanzi inomboita futi musoro bhango inomboita futi musoro bhango. And she was saying at her house panze pekumba kwake there's a dragon iri ipapo somewhere kumba kwake. So it happens in the way yekuti this dragon is there to protect her. That's like her protection animal or whatever you guys want to call it. And it's to an extent yekuti, guys, kune varoi varungu ku UK. Tambetara nye varungu vanoroya mukade ndakutaura futi murungu anoroya ariko ku UK yuko. Hanzi varungu vanoroya, they actually acknowledge me kuti zviri pauri zvihombe, they are scared of me, they are scared, you understand. So pamba pake pane that protection ye dragon. And even muroya achida kuyaumba kwake anoshaya imba yake inenge yavharwa nemvura, like you just see water pamba paanogara. That's the type of protection that ugirl has. And kubatsira kwanaita, like I said, she's not a healer. Akanzi, do your thing, whatever you want to do, you just help people that you're supposed to help. You do it in that way. Particular people vekubatsira, you do it in that way because she's that chirungu, she's just there kuti vachenese ropa ravo. You are just there to cleanse our blood, murubabata. So now I'm sure you are all wondering kuti gogo atinozombonzwa nyaya gogo. Well, gogo this year munamai yakaita stroke ne heart attack. It's so bad kuti varugara vane 24/7 pavari. It's that bad. So hanzi ndakaoneswa kuhope ndikaudzwa kuti this lady achaora ari mpenyu, achaora. Her death is going to be slow. Her death is going to be painful. Her death is going to be very painful. The death is going to be so painful. Slow but sure but painful type of death. Unless she confesses to you zvavakaita directly. But when she confesses, we are going to reverse zvavakaita, and then she's going to have to, you understand, that type of thing. I know. Sakaya gogo is paying for her sins vachiri mpenyu kudaro. That's the situation in Agogo. So Nkazana felt like, okay Tani, I think I need to tell you the story because I'm now comfortable talking about it, as I can see kuti justice is now happening. And some of you may be wondering, ko mama vake vaitoshandiswa nagogo vaisatoziva toti mai vavo ndozvava havatoziye. In fact, from what she said, I don't think mama vake even knows. So gogo ndovairoya, gogo ndovaita zvinhu zvese zvichichichi. But she says mama vake this year akambovabvunza iyo nyaya yani yamudhara chichichichi, and she was like, oh dad vako vanga vari kuMozambique vaita zvemachira zvemudzimu, and I wasn't comfortable with that. So you can kind of understand where mama was coming from. That was her reason yekuita sei yekusaita kuti mwana apote achilinkana mudhara wake, because she was like, I didn't like that energy around my child. But we can clearly tell there was an influence from grandma, but she didn't know kuti grandma vatone yavo agenda yarutopucha. I'm sure she saw destiny yemwana, that's why she tried to steal it and whatnot. So she knew kuti akaenda kudzinza rababa vake achavhurika maziso, and then all her hard work goes down the drain, her riches go down the drain. But look at her now, she's rich, but vari kurwara, she's not well. stroke, heart attack, and 24/7 care. Guys, it's bad. Okay. Nkazana's power is in water. She says her power is in water. Anogona kushandisa mvura whatever she wants to use mvura for. Anogona kudza mvura kana ichinaya kuti imbomira kunaya. So her strength is aligned to water more than anything else. Well, last thing is she's dating now. She's got a man. Well, she says she's never been married, but she's got a man. Hey, my man. Thank you to my man. Her man is actually from, guess where the man is from. Guess, Mozambique. So she's like, okay, I think they chose this man for me because me and this man, the man is from Mozambique. You know, we've learned now, they choose the person for you, accepta. So that's Nkazana's story. Sisi ngiyabonga for trusting me with this. I hope I made you proud in your temba, I made you happy with this one. For those that are wondering, of course, Nanchi Mixa, Shona, English, Ndebele, I'm a well-rounded Zimbabwean. What you know about me? G-E-E, you know. So yeah, and I got the last video, I can speak like whatever, Haana. I can speak like whatever. So I can do whatever you like, you know. Anyway, that's it for yenjuzu story time. I know y'all still waiting. I know you're still waiting. Guys, give me time. Give me grace. This is a legend we are talking about. I'm not just gonna vuruvara ndovandaita video. Corrections. You will do my corrections in the comment section. So I'm doing my thorough research. While I'm doing my thorough research, story time, my thorough research. Guys, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube. I thank you so much for your support. I know you know I'm a perfectionist. When I do things, I do them. Huh? I want things to be perfect. So I want to thank you, Nkazana, for that story. Yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Discernment zvizere zvigere muchecho. So let's pray for discernment and be careful of my boyfriends and I spend a batira and careful because this is story number 2. Yatrukuone kuti varume vanenge vachitanga rotichengeta ivo vari busy kuita sei kufadza mutengi. Obviously kana inini ndiri kutowana mari through you ndichakufadza ndichikuitira tunhu because I'm getting something from you. So let's be careful. Let's be careful of these people that want to use us all. Let's be careful. Anenzeve anzwe andite antidona anozoti tani anozombobvira atipa warning. No, kana tatokudenga nenda tomira paseri na Angel Michael nchiti no, Angel Michael, I warned this girl, I warned her, she didn't listen. So make sure you listen to me, because when the day comes, ndiri mo book of life ndakamira na Angel Michael, I'll be telling her to know, Angel Michael, this girl knew what she was doing. I warned her and warned her and warned her. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for your support. I hope you enjoy your day. Kune vaya vakamirira live irikuya live ndikuziya nhasi mami ko live or life happened, so tanonoka kutanga the day racho mumba tatongononoka kutanga zuva racho. So yeah, irikuya live mamanje. But I thank you guys for your support. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. I'll keep saying that until we get to 10 million subscribers. Okay, I love you guys. Mwah.